What's up, Super Players? It's your homie C-Rod, and today I got a broken deck that's guaranteed to obliterate every other deck, and in my keywords, it is considered broken. And it has to do with Vegeta Xeno and Trunks Xeno. This is the starter deck leader that turns into Vehanks, and honestly, this leader is very overpowered. Why is he so overpowered, you may ask? Well, I'm about to tell you why. He has a permanent that you can only play mono black battle cards and activate main that once per turn you burst 5, draw 1 card, and some of you are probably like, that's gonna suck, I'm a deck out. Just wait. He also has an awakening ability that works well with his activate main, that when your life is at 4 or less, or you have 20 or more cards in the drop area, you may draw 1 card, switch one of your energies to active mode, and then add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 cards, and then flip this leader over into Goganks. I can't say his name. I just can't say his name. Vehanks. Once Vegeta and Trunks fuse into Vehanks, we're gonna get this beast of a card. Same permanent ability, you can only play mono black cards, and a key permanent skill, sparking 20, meaning you have 20 cards in the drop area. If you would lose the game by running out of cards in your deck, shuffle your drop area into your deck instead. What? That right there is insanely good. Sorry, Janemba, sorry, Cooler, but you guys are irrelevant. And I'm not even done yet. An activate main once per turn, draw 1 card, place 5 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area, then choose one of your black Unison cards and it gains double strike. Wow, this is just nuts. First things first, we're going to talk about the Unison card of the deck, which is honestly very overpowered with this leader. So we got Super Saiyan Gotenks, Fusion of Friendship. This card is very key to the deck and very overpowered with this leader because of its auto. That when this card is placed in the drop area from your deck by a skill and you don't have a Unison card, you can play this card onto the field for free. Also, in activate main, you're able to give this guy 2 markers, choose 1 card in your hand, discard it, and this card gains 10k power for the duration of the turn. And another activate main that you're able to take away 4 markers to give this guy 20k power and dual attack for the turn. And since our leader could give it double strike, this guy is just a free play Unison card that's gonna take Storm. You definitely gotta run 4 of those, no doubt. Another 4 of running is Time Agent Trunks. This is the starter deck exclusive card with unique, meaning you can only have 1 of these on the field, a blocker ability, and an auto that when this card is played, you're able to choose 1 card in your life, add it to your hand, which is very good. And another auto that if your leader is a Black Saiyan card, when this card is placed in the drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from the drop area, allowing you to have a free battle card 3-drop on the field that will start off the onslaught of attacks onto our opponent. So since we're going to be getting a lot of cards to the drop area by bursting 5 cards from the top of our deck, we're running a lot of cards that synchronize very well, like this card. We're running 4 Nigirishis from the shadow because it synchronizes so well with the Trunks that comes out onto the field for free when you place it in the drop area. And this card has an activate main / battle. You're able to choose 1 black battle card with an energy cost of 3, send it to the owner's warp, and play this card from the drop area, allowing you to have a 15k body attack pressure. Then a card that's going to allow us to continuously draw cards in this deck happens to be Majin Booze Wickedness Incarnate. We're going to be running 3 of these because of its activate main, that if your leader is black and all your energy is black and you send this card from the drop area to the warp, you're able to choose 1 black card in your hand, discard it, and if you do, draw 2 cards. You can only do this ability once per turn though, and this card's going to allow us to fuel our hand and allow us to get the cards from our hand to the drop area. So we're running 3 of these Majin Booze. Talking about Majin Booze, why not add one of the most broken black extra cards for the black that allows us to fuel the drop as well, and we're going to be running 3 of Majin Booze Human Extinction Attack. This card is very key because of its activate battle, that you're able to choose one leader card or battle card and it gains 15k power for the duration of the turn, and an auto that if all your energy is black, when you activate this card, you're able to choose one battle card in your opponent's drop area, send it to the warp, and then place up to 4 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area, allowing you to fuel the drop to be able to bring out an onslaught of attacks. Very necessary 3 of. Since we're going to be putting so many cards in our drop area, why not add Hachiak, Hatred Everlasting? We're going to be running 2 of these Hachiaks because of its activate main ability. For 3 energies, you're able to choose 3 black cards in your drop area with an energy cost between 3 and 7, place them at the bottom of the deck in any order, and play this card from your drop area. This is very good to allow us to bring it out pretty much guarantee since we're bursting 5. Another activate main that if your leader is black and you place this card from your hand in the drop area, place the top 2 cards from your deck in the drop area, allowing us to fuel the drop area as well. And then when he comes out, he's not even that half bad because of his auto. When this card attacks a battle card, switch this card to active mode, allowing you to pressure as well. And a card that synchronizes so well with Hachiak happens to be its counterpart lookalike, Anilaza, the Towering Atrocity. This card is a double strike, it's a barrier, and an activate main ability that you're able to choose one black battle card with an energy cost of 5 and send it to the owner's warp and play this card from the drop area, allowing you to bring it out for free if you played the Anilaza and you send the Anilaza to the warp. Very powerful double striker. So we're going to be running just 2 of those Anilazas. We're going to be running 2 SS3 Tag Team Son Gohans because of its auto that when a black battle card is removed from the battle area by a skill, which you will be doing a lot with this deck to swarm the field with onslaught of attacks, you're able to bring this guy out and continue the pressure because he's a 15k battle card that comes out onto the field for free whenever your black card gets removed from the field with a skill. Then this card is honestly a card that needs to get either banned or limited to just 1. This card is a Unison killer by itself, and that card is Turla, the Unstoppable Ghost Warrior. This card is just busted. This is an unfair card. You're able to play this card out for free as long as you choose 2 black battle cards in your drop area with an energy cost between 3 and 7 and place them at the bottom of your deck. And then he has dual attack, and then he also has an activate battle that you're able to choose 1 card in your hand, place it in the drop area, and this card gains 5k power for the duration of the turn. That means you have a 15k dual attack on the field, no energy required, that will just obliterate your opponent's Unison cards that are 15k attack. This card is truly unfair, and that's why this card is broken. Without Turla, I don't think this deck would be too broken, but honestly, it just kills Unison cards, and I really do think this card should get banned or limited. But since it's not banned or limited, we're running 4 of these bad boys in the deck. We're going to be running 4 Power Bursts because of its negate ability and an ability to get a black battle card with an energy cost of 1 from your drop or warp back to your hand, and a Sparking 5, which you will have turn 1 if you activate your leader's auto. So this card, definitely 4 of. Then a little spice to the deck, we're going to be adding 2 destructive Chiapas to grant double strike to an attack and ultimately go for game with. Then we're gonna have 4 Viara Everlasting Assault. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but this guy is a critical. Add a double strike. Now you got a double strike crit, and this card comes out onto the field, no energy required, as long as you choose 1 of your black battle cards with an energy cost of 4 and send it to the owner's warp to play this card from your drop area. So we're going to be able to bring that card out with Time Age and Vegeta because of its auto that if your leader is a Black Saiyan, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from your drop area. This guy works so well because of the fact that our leader is going to burst 5, meaning you're guaranteed to hit this card eventually, comes out onto the field, and it's going to allow you to play out the Viara Everlasting right after to continuously bring the pressure with crits. He also has an activate battle that once per turn for 2 energies, you're able to choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less and send it to the warp. Very useful removal card as well. We're going to be running 4 of, because you definitely want to hit this Vegeta in the drop to get it out onto the field for free. Guarantee 4 of. We're also going to be running 4 Bibbidi Super Combos, the Conjurer, because if all your energy is black, when you combo this card from your hand, this card gains 1,000 combo power for the duration of the turn for each card in your drop area and warp, and that's going to be a hefty combo because of the fact that we're bursting 5 all the time with our leader, so you're going to have a very fat attack with just a combo. Now the last 2 defensive cards in the deck are very useful in my opinion. So first off, we got Not Even a Scratch. This card negates an attack, and it also has an activate main that for 1 energy, if this card's in your drop area, you're able to send it to the warp to draw 1 card. Very useful, and honestly I like it a lot. And last but not least, we got Koitsukai Mechanical Courage. Sorry if I butchered that name. That name is so hard to read. So he's very good. He has an activate main for 1 energy. You're able to remove this card from the drop area from the game, then choose 2 cards in your hand, place them at the bottom of your deck in any order, then draw equal cards to the number of cards that you place at the bottom of your deck with this skill. Then for the duration of the turn, if your opponent plays a battle card with 20k power or less, they choose 2 cards in their hand and places them in the warp, allowing us to stop topos and those detrimental cards. And that is the whole deck, the broken black deck. Honestly, the most broken card in this deck is Turles. Without Turles, this deck is kind of fair still, but honestly that card just destroys Unison cards, and this deck, I kid you not, will win. So if you guys like this broken deck profile, hit me a like, subscribe if you are new here, and like we always say, y'all stay super.